Good morning, YouTube. It is day 2 of post-show. Little update. So, a couple days before show day, I was 155 pounds, and on show day, we're kind of estimating here just because when we went to a hotel and I didn't have a scale in hand, so I believe on Friday or maybe it was Thursday, I was 158 point something. And leading up to the show, we were eating rice cakes and peanut butter and having 2 gallons of water. Even though I flushed out all the water and got tighter for show day, I'm assuming I was probably 159, but Brady says that there's a good chance I was actually probably went down to 152. Who knows? So it's up in the air, but we're gonna go off of 159. And I weighed this morning at 166, but I haven't even used the restroom. So there's a good chance I might actually be lighter, and who knows? I don't look bloated either. Like if you look at my physique, and you'll see it when I get this lift on, I'm just glad I just don't look puffy, because that's what happens to a lot of guys after their show. They go crazy on the food and they look like a water balloon. And didn't go too crazy at all, really. I feel like the meals I had were relatively normal. Like the night after the show, I had a Chinese meal. I had rice with eggs, shrimp, barbecue pork, with a few dumplings. The dumplings, man, I want to say I went ham, but looking back, it was just like I only had like 2 dumplings of each, and there was like 3 different kinds, or 4 maybe. I don't remember. And the next day, which was yesterday, what did I have? I had like a very small meal. Like it was like eggs, a muffin, and a yogurt. And then I had a cookie. I had protein bar, and I had protein powder. So my protein was relatively high. Like it definitely got to the 180s, 190s yesterday. And for dinner, no, I actually probably hit 200s. I need to look at the stats. Actually, I don't care to look at the stats just because I know I ate relatively not too crazy. And but for dinner last night, we had sushi, which was really good. We ordered 3.5 rolls, and really good. We got like a tiger roll, a fried roll, and then we got like a rainbow looking roll, and then an avocado roll. Avocado, man, gotta be careful. I was talking to my friend, and avocado blows my mind how much fat is in avocado. Like something that looks so yummy is just like has so much in it. And then and I had a salad too. So that was like my meal. I had like pretty much 3 main meals, and in between that I pretty much had like a protein powder or a protein bar, like something small. So that was that. And then let's see here. Yeah, and then this morning, I had 2 slices of bread with a protein paste, and then just like 2 rice cakes. It's funny because when I had the 2 slices of bread, it just hit me where like I miss having my rice cakes and eating very little. So I just threw on the last remainder of my paste on my rice cake. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Didn't gain much after the show, and this is day number 2. My coach Brady, he gave me my new macros, so stay tuned for that. I'll be going over a full day of eating tomorrow just to show you guys like where we're starting off. And I'm excited because our carbs are in a good spot. It's not going to be at 60 carbs, that's for sure, or 110. We're definitely going to be in like the 200, 300 range, so stay tuned. We're going to warm up here on the treadmill, and then we're going to go through a whole, I believe today's chest and arms. So let's get it. The abs could take a lot of damage, guys, so my rest period for abs is usually around 10 to 15 seconds, and I just get back into it. Oh man, this is rough. Oh man, come on, 2 more, Josh. Dang, guys, your boy's struggling a little. Abs are feeling way tighter than usual, and yeah, so we really need to prioritize the abs. I feel like I didn't get judges' feedback just because, honestly, most of the time, judges' feedback is just to get bigger, and that's it. At least for me. Like, I know, for me to achieve the men's physique level, these abs need to get blockier, and for me to prioritize that, I need to make abs first. Abs is usually the last workout after my chest and arms, but in order for me to really emphasize this growth period, we really got to hit the abs pretty hard. And yeah, I just don't want to have to be the reason why I don't achieve, the next level. We need to dial these in. Oh man, they're feeling bulgy, that's for sure. They're feeling like a turtle shell right now. That's how tight they feel. Feels good. Feels really good. I'm going to be doing another set of these, and then we're going to move on to a different ab workout just to really, let me use the term shock the muscle. That's such an Arnold thing to say, very meatheadish, but I need to really find what is the best ab workout for me and what will help me have the best contraction, just because I gotta be honest, it's hard for me to train abs because my lower back wants to be engaged. This actually helps a ton. Makes me not want to use my lower back. But also too, like, momentum, my upper body just wants to move forward instead of my abs contracting. So if you guys have any ideas or feedback or even tips about my form, feel free to drop it here. I like to think I'm a humble guy. I'll take your word for it. So let's get to the next set. Come on. Shoot. That was failure for sure. For that one, at least. They, my abs got so tight that I can't even pick it up anymore. LOL. All right, let's move on to a different variation. Oh, come on. Most intimidating ab workout for myself. I need to change my attitude and my relationship with ab workouts because I always tell myself that I don't like abs, or it's hard for me to train abs. I need to start telling myself that I love abs. Abs are my best friend. It's what's gonna set me apart from everybody else. Once these are locked in, this physique will be a lot more different, a lot more dangerous than before. You know what? We need to visualize ourselves like in Dragon Ball Z when Goku is hanging upside down in the ship before he goes to Planet Namek. That's what we need to think about. Doing my best to go to failure too with every set. We need to really damage these guys. Off season is now. Can't waste time. Hey. Oh man. Another thing I'm thinking about, the visuals, man. It's the visuals that get me excited and amped up for this off season. But right now I'm listening to Creed. And I told you guys yesterday that Creed is my number one sports film that gets me hyped and get into that athlete mentality. And just thinking about, those training montages and how Adonis is hanging somewhere, and then you have someone holding like the weight ball and just like hitting it against the core. Man, that stuff like that gets me. Hell Week, man. Hell Week. I remember that's a thing in high school, but back in wrestling, Hell Week was every day. It was the whole season, honestly. Like, there's no time wasted on not training. You're training all year round, yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, intellectually, just to, conquer the mind, conquer the body, and really pursue diligently a different level in, overall being a better champion. Wrestling, you learn so many things, man, and I'm so glad I did it at an early age. At least not an early age, but I'm glad I did it all 4 years of high school, because it's that sport that has set myself up for success to handle this prep. Because, you learn discipline, sacrifice, just the diligence, the hard training. So many times when things were hard, I had to go back to my high school self, and my high school self wasn't that confident in himself. And knowing that I was able to achieve a level of physical endurance at a very young age with that lack of confidence, like if I was struggling during prep, I would look back to that younger Josh, like, okay, he did it. You're a lot more experienced now. You've gone through a lot more adversity since then. You could do it. What the heck? The Walking Dead just came on. It's kind of a vibe. We're on survival mode. Let's go. Just because I'm on a time crunch, because we're going to be getting barbecue today, I plan on getting like a pulled pork slash like beef sandwich with a small macaroni side, and I think that's it. Just like I hope to have diet root beer, because I love my root beer with barbecue. I haven't tried too much barbecue here in Texas, so that's why we're going before we head out. We head out tonight at we fly out at 5 p.m., get back home at 8 p.m. Super excited to get home, man, and get back on schedule. Just because this whole hurricane, the whole outage, and just the show in general kind of threw me off track a little bit. But one thing that we have been really good at is waking up at the same time. Even though there's a time difference, we've been waking up at the time as if we were in Arizona, just to stay consistent. And the one thing I did slack on this week was definitely a lot of my meditation and my scripture study. I did do my prayers regularly, but yeah, it's just like things came up, but can't make excuses. We're gonna do it today, whether it be after this or in the plane. We try to make it work. We gotta think about, the gratitude, God, and all things throughout the day. So depending on how things go, I might just show you just abs for today, not chest, since you guys saw a little bit of chest yesterday. And probably show you some of the food as well, the barbecue. And we'll chat here and there. We'll see. It's undecided. When I do these videos, they're not scripted. They're not like planned in a way where I want to like go over something specific. I'm just here just to take you along with the journey and to show you guys what's on my mind. What's on my mind right now is purely getting them anime abs. Gotta really not work on these hip flexors on the abs. I'll tell you what's inspiring. So, the men's fit physique champion this weekend, homie has some crazy abs. They were cut, they were deep, and his obliques were popping out and firing like crazy. Same with our guy with Team Tua, Abel. To be honest, I feel like that's one of the biggest things that gave him the edge to beat me, for him to get second place, was his obliques and his abdominals were very deep and cut. Like, his physique, I knew going in, I was just like, that's going to be a challenge, but hey, I'd rather go against a challenging physique rather than, getting people that aren't as conditioned or have the muscularity or the symmetry. Like, I want to go against the best. It will definitely be more fulfilling. It's almost like Goku. Like Goku in Dragon Ball, he wants to go against the best. He wants to go against the best fighter so he could be a better warrior, a better fighter himself. So same goes for myself and my training. I'm training to not only be a better me, but also it's just that competitive side of me. Just, we're one of Universe 7's posers, and we got to represent and not only bring the best posing, but the best physique that we could bring to the stage. Let's move on to probably start off with arms, then chest. Man, there's something about listening to soundtrack music, guys. Just imagine you're walking into the gym, your favorite soundtrack is coming in, and you're the main character. You just spawned in a new chapter of your life. And as you walk into the gym, you're picking up the weights, and then you see like the power levels, that the XP that you could gain by every rep. Like every rep I'm doing now, boom, cha-ching, boom, cha-ching, boom, +1, +2, +3, +4. You're just leveling up your character. Everybody's an avatar, and you're all headed somewhere, man. Whether you're growing physically or mentally, it doesn't matter, as long as you're moving forward, surpassing your limits, achieving greatness, whatever that little voice is telling you in your head, believe in it, the positive ones. And if it's negative, destroy it. Let it fuel you. Conquer your demons. Conquer the chaos. Be uncommon, guys. Use your atmosphere to be uncommon, to separate yourself from the crowd. Fear mediocrity. Arms is another one where I say I hate arms. I need to change that right now. They're my best friend. When we need to train them, we need to train them. We train to win. Come on. Just got a reminder check just now from my iPhone to cancel my EOS membership. You see, they don't allow me to record in their gym, and I swear, everybody tells me that I can, and I've seen people on Instagram and YouTube and even tag them, and I thought I was in the clear, but I guess not. Just letting you guys know, they are considered a private gym, so that's the reason. But when you look at their policy, yeah, it's just like, I don't even want to mess with that stuff, but I looked into Planet Fitness, and Planet Fitness, you could get the job done over there. I know there's a lot of, like, they say it's a judge-free zone, and people say it's very judgmental there, but I'm very curious to try it out more often and just to see the vibe and everything. Like, I see people like Sam Solik, and this whole time I was talking, and then Siri just recorded everything I said as a reminder. That's funny. So now I'm going to have like a paragraph for my reminder list of what I just said. Anyways, I digress. Going back to arms and the gym. Need to have a better relationship with my arms, and also on top of that, the gym. Need to cancel that. And yeah, I just wish we had better gyms where we were at, because I really want like a bodybuilder-esque gym, but we don't have any in our area. And if we do, it's in the Mesa location, and we live about 30 minutes away. No way I'm going to be driving 30 minutes every day to the gym and back. That's like an hour. Gotta use your time wisely. Have you ever like done a lot of weight at a specific gym and you're just like, man, like I'm so strong, and then you go to a different gym and the weight that you put on is actually a lot lighter than your last gym, and so you feel like a super huge Weenie Hut Jr., Weenie Hut General, SpongeBob, just because usually I do like, 50 to 80 pounds on a different gym doing tricep extensions, but this one is 30. Weak sauce. Hey, but I mean, that's the game in bodybuilding. You don't want to go too heavy either, but yeah, definitely messes with your mind just a little bit. It's like, dang, I didn't realize I was this weak. Actually, don't tell yourself you're weak. What am I doing? I'm setting limitations for myself. No bueno. Oh, I was talking to Paige this morning where she said that the way I coach posing, it's very, it could be very serious, very simplistic, but also very, she said I teach with like authority, and just like, there's just like this presence in my posing. It's very poetic, and what word did she use? There was a special word she used. It was like, not poetic, but it was like under the same lines of that. It was like not mesmerizing, it was breathtaking. That's what she said. She said my pose is breathtaking. And then you look at my YouTube, which is here, and I'm like very nerdy and open and smiley and just everything. Like there's different personas, right? Which, I mean, that's how it should be. Like, posing is my profession, it's my career, so when I talk about it, it's just like, obviously there's a lot of passion behind it all, just because You know, I've been studying posing for more than 3 years now. I would argue I've been posing it my whole life, just because, I mean, my background is illustration, figure drawing, and I did a little bit of animation as well. So I'll actually tell you a little bit about animation here. So when I did animation school, I only done like 2 courses, but I learned a lot in those 2 courses. And what it is I used the program Maya. And what you do in Maya is they give you a rig. So a rig is like a puppet. And what I do with that puppet is I move the puppet around, I move its joints for it to, and I clip the framework of those joints for it to get from point A to point B to point C to the point Z, and you animate it. So I'm pretty much like, oh shoot, that was failure. I pretty much was like the ventriloquist for animation. So when you see in animation movies, like say Woody, when he's moving from, like he starts right here, he does a pose, and then his end point, he's moving, he's like, Andy is coming, and then this is the second pose. That is what I did and was studying for animation. That's how animation works. It's just like they start with all these different poses, and in between are their transitions. So it's the same thing with posing too. So it's just like, this is the pose, and then the next pose is gonna be this one. So it's just like, this is a pose, and then you transition, and then you hit like a different pose. It all applies. And another thing too with animation, they work with a lot of tempo, making sure you have enough like time within each pose to make sure it smooths itself out. So yeah, animation, posing go hand in hand. And on top of that, when controlling that puppeteer, you have to be careful where you position the joints, just because if you move the joint way too far, then this delt is gonna pop out weird, and it's just gonna look not aesthetically pleasing. So it's just like, that's where I learned more about like the body mechanics and how things look weird, and there's just so much to it. There's a lot of science behind muscles and just figure in general. And yeah, it's a little bit about posing. Let's move on to the next workout. Come on. There's something about apartment gyms, guys, that are just far more superior than a commercial gym, because, I mean, not too many people are here, so it's like, I just feel like I'm in my own private gym, my own private bat cave, and it just gets me in the zone, making me feel like I'm just like the protagonist, right? And the lighting here is actually supreme too. I wish our apartment gym had higher ceilings, just because I realize I like the openness for me to think more clearly and not be so cramped. Not that the other one's super cramped, but this one's just a lot more spacious than ours. So yeah, and the lighting, man, like I love natural lighting coming into a room. Lights me up, makes me feel all fuzzy and warm inside. I'm so cheesy, so cheesy. I'll show you a side view. Let's go. What's up, guys? You missed us. You missed us. Look how cultured our friends are. So this is over their toilet. That is SpongeBob looking out the window. This is that episode where Squidward is watching SpongeBob and Patrick playing with bubbles, and they're sending messages to each other, and Squidward's in the middle, and then he sends out bubbles to SpongeBob and Patrick separately as if he's them, and they're saying mean things to each other. And then SpongeBob and Patrick, they get mad at each other, and then they're just like having like this argument, and then they start gravitating towards Squidward, and Squidward is like being nice to them individually just to mess with them. And then I guess Squidward is playing with Patrick, and he's just like, what is it? He's playing with Patrick, and I guess Patrick calls him his best friend, and then SpongeBob looks out the window. He's just like, the betrayal, the betrayal. Anyways, let's see how the physique is looking like. So we are going to show you here with a one-handed. Look at my skills. So this is 100, and wow, skilled, 166 pounds. Still looking tight, right, guys? Let me zoom in. Boom. Core was worked on today. Let's show the back. Man, we need to get that back bigger. Let me inhale. All right, let's go get some barbecue. Let us get some pork. Dang, look at that. Got some pork and beef brisket. Paige's meal is looking yummy. Holy cow. Wow. God, dip it. Ooh. Right? Wow. Alright guys, we're here at the airport. I asked for a water cup here at Chick-fil-A, and I know we're still not on prep, but we still gotta achieve our goals of hitting our 2,700 calorie allowance for the day. And what we're doing right now is just got a packet from Alphaland through Ghost, and so we're just making a pace with the water. Oh yeah, gotta obtain those goals. And then we have some leftover caramel rice cakes from prep. That's where it is, man. The uncommon way. Your boy's getting really tired. I'm gonna sleep very well tonight. This is my 4th meal of the day. I have one more meal tonight. I'm actually gonna go to In-N-Out Burger, and yeah, I'm gonna end the video here just because nothing too eventful tonight. But thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and do all those things. Let's actually do a taste test of this, just because I haven't tried this flavor. It's Cinnabon. Look at that. Call me the Rice King, guys. I can't wait. I've been waiting for too long. Yummy. Wow, the consistency kind of tastes like Play-Doh. Well, you guys have a good rest of your night, morning, whatever time it is. Always be uncommon. Reach your inner greatness. Love you guys. Go destroy your goals.